So last class, different types of sexual reproduction. So first one is isogamy. Okay, so both fusing gametes are similar in shape and size, and both are motile, okay, and flagellated. So this is over. So this one we have studied. So second one is anisogamy. Okay. So in this fusing gametes are flagellated. So one is small and another large. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So second one anisogamy. One is small and more active, and another one is large. Okay. So that is called as anisogamy. So first one example is chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas. Okay, so Chlamydomonas is unicellular algae. So second one also example is Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas. Okay, so both example is called as Chlamydomonas. Okay, so third one, Oogamy. Okay, so here in Oogamy, in this type, male gamete is flagellated. Okay, so male gamete flagellated. Okay, so male gamete is flagellated, okay, and smaller. For example, sperm. Okay, so male gamete is flagellated and smaller. Oogamy, male gamete is small, female gamete is large and non-motile. Yeah, male gamete is flagellated and smaller. Okay, yeah. Then female gamete is large and non-motile. Okay, non-motile, it is not movable. Okay, it will not move forward, whereas male gamete is active and flagellated and smaller. Okay, so male will be smaller and flagellated, whereas female will be larger, yeah, and it is non-flagellated. Okay, so in female there will be no flagella, here there will be presence of flagella. So three different type of sexual reproduction. Okay, stored food, Pawan. Yeah, okay, isogamy, anisogamy and oogamy. Okay, so for oogamy example was volvox, also mammals. Okay, so all higher animals, they belong to mammals. Okay, so volvox and mammals. Okay, so three types. So someone last class they asked fucus Shravan Pai. Okay, fucus. Okay, so someone last class asked why male gamete is not large. Why only female gamete is larger in size? Okay, why female gamete is larger in size? So someone asked, who was there in last class? Because most of the cytoplasm contained. Okay, so what will be there in cytoplasm? Yeah, Shilpa, but what will be present in the cytoplasm? So inside the cell there will be nucleus. Okay, so center there will be nucleus, and then surrounding to the nucleus there will be cytoplasm. So what is present, Shilpa? Organelles. Yeah, so organelles will be present like mitochondria. Okay, so mitochondria, so its function of mitochondria is synthesis of ATP. Okay, so synthesis of ATP. Then we have Golgi complex. Yeah, so network of Golgi complex. So there also protein is transported. Okay. Whatever protein is synthesized, it is transported through endoplasmic reticulum. So transport of protein will take place by endoplasmic reticulum. Okay. So organelles will be present inside the cytoplasm. Okay. So what female gamete does is, okay, so all the cytoplasmic content, yeah, ER and mitochondria, so that will be supplied by female. Okay, like mitochondria also divides, so there are many number of mitochondria inside the cell, 1000 to more than 1000. Okay, it may be up to 5000 sometimes. So main function is synthesis of ATP. Okay, so all the organelles, okay, so they are transferred to the next generation by egg. So egg will help in transfer of organelles. So sperm will help in only transfer of genetic material. Sperm, it is X, Y. Okay. So if it is male, it will be Y. This will be X. Okay. So one example. Okay. So both of them fuse and it will give to XY. If it is XY, then male organism will be formed. In case if the sperms carries DNA, which is X, then the resulting will be X and X. So female organism will be formed. Okay. So if the sperm carries X sex chromosome, okay, yeah, XX is female, XY is male. So if female carries X and male also carries X chromosome inside, okay, inside the nucleus there will be chromosomes. Okay, yeah, so sex chromosome is separate. So sex chromosome is, that will be last set, 46th, 45th and 46th. Okay, there are total 46 chromosome inside the cell, and this 45 and 46, those are considered as sex chromosome. Okay. Okay, so sometimes this will be XX, sometimes that 45 and 46 will be XY. It can be anything. Okay, so one chromosomes will be carried by sperm. Okay, only the chromosomes will migrate after the formation, after the fertilization. Sperm will go and meet the egg. Okay, so when sperms go and meet the egg, only the, okay, so it will go and join like this, and this mid portion and tail will remain outside. Only the genetic composition, okay, chromosomes or DNA will go and combine with this center. Okay, so both will fuse together. Chromosomes from egg, chromosomes from sperm, both will fuse. So sperm, it provides only the chromosomes. Only the chromosome will migrate inside. Okay, whereas the cytoplasmic content is very less in sperm. Okay, so you see the structure of sperm, it will be something like this, very thin. Okay, so very less cytoplasm content will be there, but nucleus will be larger. Then it will have tail. Okay, tail portion and the mid part portion will be outside, and only the chromosomes will go and join, okay, with the egg. Okay, so if the chromosome is Y, then it will be XY. If the chromosome is X supplied by sperm, it will be XX. So based on this, either female or male organism will take birth. Okay, XY or double X. So only the genetic composition will be donated by sperm, whereas egg will donate the mitochondria, Golgi complex, all that organelles is supplied by egg. Okay, so that's why egg is large. So cytoplasm of the egg will be large and sperm is small. Okay, so male gamete will be smaller, then female gamete will be larger. Fine. Yeah, so next is, okay, so reproduction. First one was sexual reproduction. Okay, so now we learned about sexual reproduction. Three types of sexual reproduction: isogamy, anisogamy, and oogamy. Okay, so there was three type of sexual reproduction. Fine. Yeah. Now next is, so sexual reproduction is over. So under sexual, what we have learned, we learned that there are three types: isogamy, anisogamy, and oogamy. Okay. So three different types. This is done. Okay. So three different types of. Okay. So three different types of. So next is asexual reproduction. So next is asexual reproduction in algae. Okay. So still we are in characters of algae. So first one is sexual and second one is asexual. Okay. So this takes place. This takes place by production. This takes place by production of different type of spores. Okay. So different type of spores will be produced in asexual reproduction. Yeah. Second one is asexual reproduction. So first one is sexual. Sexual is over. Now we come to the next asexual. Okay. So different kinds of spore which develop directly into new plant. Okay. Which develop directly into new plant. Okay. Asexual reproduction. So asexual reproduction means spores are produced. Okay. So spores are produced like this is, okay, the Spirogyra example I'll take. Okay. So inside spores will be produced which are flagellated. Okay. So these spores will directly come out and they give rise to new plant. Okay. So new thallus will be formed directly. There is no fusion of gametes in asexual reproduction. The spores will come out and directly it will give rise to a new plant. Okay. So that is called asexual reproduction. Okay. So in sexual reproduction, there is fusion of gametes. So one plant will produce male gamete and another plant will produce female gamete. Okay. But in asexual, there is no fusion of gametes. So directly the plant will produce spores which are called as zoospores. Okay. Which are biflagellated. So two flagella will be present. Okay. So zoospores will be produced and it will directly give rise to a new plant. Okay. So next, after asexual production, next is vegetative reproduction. Asexual reproduction takes place by different type of spores. Okay. So spores will be produced which will develop directly into a new plant. Okay. So next, third one is vegetative reproduction. So second one is asexual, first one is sexual, second one is asexual, third one is vegetative reproduction. Okay. Third one is vegetative reproduction. Okay. Okay. So vegetative reproduction takes place by breaking of thallus. Okay. Okay. So breaking of thallus. Okay. It will take place by breaking of the thallus. Okay. 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 Thallus will break. Okay. So breaking of thallus into pieces. Okay. So one plant, then some part of this plant will be broken down. Okay, so this much, if it breaks, then this will form directly into a new thallus. Okay. So this is new algae plant. Okay, this is parent. So from parent plant, small piece, okay, will come out, and that will give rise to a, yeah, fragmentation. Fragmentation means small part will come out, and that will give rise to a new plant. So that is called as vegetative reproduction. So vegetative reproduction you also see in plants, like in your garden plants like hibiscus. Okay, so there will be a twig, so small stem, and for that there will be many leaf. Okay, so if you remove this twig, so small twig, if you cut it and you plant it on the soil or in the pot, okay, so this twig which is broken, okay, again it will grow into a new plant. Okay, so from parent plant, if you take out small portion, so this you might have done in your garden. Okay, so if you take out and plant it in the pot, sir, even in algae spores, yeah, whatever we are talking, that is about algae only, characters of algae. So this is continuation of characters of algae. At what conditions spores will produce. Okay, so a single plant will have both. Okay, either it will reproduce asexually or sexually. So it can be reproduced both sexually and asexually. Okay, so in somewhere in this thallus will be there. Okay, so this is a large thallus. So somewhere in some portion, okay, male gamete will be produced, sperms will be produced. Okay, male gametes. So when male gamete and female gamete are produced separately, okay, so there will be fertilization. One male gamete, and from another plant there will be production of female gamete. Okay, so both this they undergo fertilization. This is sexual reproduction. Okay, fertilization, and they form zygote. Okay, so somewhere around here, same thallus will produce spores. Okay, same thallus, somewhere in different location, same plant will produce spores. Okay, so if it this spores comes out and it lands, then this will give rise to a new thallus. Understand? So it can have both sexual and asexual, both way it can, okay, undergo reproduction, either sexually or asexually. Okay, so somewhere in the same thallus it will produce spores also, so it can produce male gamete as well. Okay, so both will be, but algae follow binary fission is followed by bacteria, I think. Binary fission. Okay, so here it is vegetative reproduction. Okay, so three types by spores. Asexual by spores, either it can multiply by vegetative reproduction. Amoeba not, that is amoeba not algae. So amoeba is not algae. Amoeba comes fission. Prithvi agree. Okay, so amoeba will come in Protista. So kingdom Monera, bacteria, kingdom Protista, which is amoeba. Okay, so amoeba is, that will come in Protista. Okay, so that is eukaryote. Amoeba has well-defined nucleus, it will come in eukaryotes. Okay, so next comes Mycota according to the classification. Sir, for someone question I answered. Okay. So next is Protista, then Mycota. Okay, so it includes fungi. Then next comes Plantae. Okay. Plant A, we have first one algae. Okay, so then we have bryophytes, then pteridophytes, then gymnosperm, then angiosperm. Okay. So right now we are studying characters of algae. Okay. So algae can reproduce three types: sexual, asexual, and vegetative. Okay. So remember only this much. So that's all important in this topic: sexual, asexual, and vegetative reproduction. Okay. So three types. Understood? So already I gave definition also. What is the meaning of asexual? What is meaning of vegetative? Asexual means there is no. Can you please give example for vegetative reproduction? Yeah. Vegetative reproduction. So small part of the plant. Okay. So in your garden, if there is some plant, so you take out the twig. Okay. So there are many branching in a single plant. So if you take out the twig, cut it and put it in some other area or in the pot. Okay. So this twig which is cut from here, it will grow into a new plant. So this is parent plant. Okay. This is parent and this one is daughter. So this twig, it came from the parent plant only and it will grow into new plant. Is grafting can be vegetative reproduction? Yeah, grafting is like vegetative reproduction because you're taking a small part of the plant, no? Yeah, that is also vegetative reproduction. So from any part you're taking and you're planting that somewhere else, and if that grows, then it is called as vegetative reproduction. Grafting, not drafting. grafting, grafting. Okay, grafting is vegetative reproduction. Yes. Okay, vegetative reproduction means small part. Okay, so it will cut and then it will grow into a new plant. So virus is from which kingdom? Okay, virus is not classified under 5 kingdom classification. Okay, virus is not classified under 5 kingdom classification. So viruses, they have kept it separate. So that also I'll tell you. Who asked that question? Okay, Shravan. Virus. Okay. So they are not included under 5 kingdom classification. Okay. Neither from Monera to Animalia. So they are kept nowhere because it has two different character. Virus. So virus has two different character. So whenever it enters inside, okay, so whenever it enters inside some host, what is host? Host is nothing but it can be human, okay, some other form of organism. It can be human, it can be plant, okay, anything, okay. So when it enters into the human or in, because viruses are living in host body and non-living outside, yeah. So when it enters inside some host, okay, like humans or plants. So when it enters into other organism, it will start dividing. So the moment it enters, it will start replicating or dividing itself. Okay. Yeah. So, but 1 second. So, but when it is present outside in anywhere on the surface of table or whenever, wherever outside on the soil, okay. So when it present outside, okay. So when it is present outside the host, what happens? So it is non-living. Okay, it can stay like that for years without undergoing reproduction. Okay, so two different character it will have. So when it is entering inside the host, it will start to divide at large number. So that character virus is having. Okay, so when it is present outside, it is non-living. Okay, so when it gets inside some humans or inside some plant, so it will start replicating itself. Okay, and it will try to increase its number. So wherever the food is available, so there it will enter and it will try to replicate itself and increase its number. Okay, but when it is present outside, it has a special character of non-living. So it can survive without food for a long time. Okay, because its genetic composition is RNA. So most of the virus genetic material is RNA. Okay. So we have genetic material as DNA, higher organism. So its genetic material is RNA. Okay. So it can survive outside and inside. Okay. But when it present outside, it is known as non-living. So that's why it is not considered under five kingdom classification. When it is present outside, when it is present inside some organism, it will try to divide itself. Okay. So it will divide at faster rate and it will try to multiply itself. Okay. So this two type of character it has. So because of this non-living and living character, so they are not classified under five kingdom classification. Okay. So they are kept as separate. So virus, then viroids. There is one more viroids term known as viroids. Okay. So they are made up of only protein. Okay. Viroids are made up of only protein. Okay. So such organisms are not placed in five kingdom classification. So they are kept separate. Okay. Yeah. Viruses are kept separate. So last 7 minutes is remaining. Okay. So after that session will end. It's only 40 minutes class. Okay. So this is over. So next is algae character is over. Okay. Character of algae is over. So main thing was about reproduction, all that. Okay. So algae is chlorophyllous. It has chloroplast. Then it stores food in the chloroplast. Okay. Yeah. So there is next is division of algae. Algae division. Okay. Algae is divided into three types. Okay. It is divided into three types. Okay. Now characters of algae is over. Okay. So next is algae is divided into three classes. Okay, not types. Three classes. Okay, now we'll see what different kind of algae is present. Okay, it is divided into three classes. Okay. So first one is Chlorophyceae. Chlorophyceae. Okay. So Chlorophyceae is known as green algae. Okay. So first one is Chlorophyceae, which is known as green algae. Then second one is Phaeophyceae. Okay. Phaeophyceae, which is known as brown algae. So usually there are three classes of algae. First one is green algae. Second one is brown algae. Okay. So third one, Rhodophyceae. Okay. So different names are given. Rhodophyceae. Okay. So Rhodophyceae is red algae. Okay. So three different types of algae. Green algae is known as Chlorophyceae. Second one, brown algae is known as Phaeophyceae. Then red algae is known as Rhodophyceae. Okay. So three different types: Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae, and Rhodophyceae. Okay. So first green, second brown, third one is red color. Okay. So what about blue-green algae? So blue-green algae. Okay. So blue-green algae. So cyanobacteria is known as blue-green algae, I think. Cyanobacteria. So that we will not study here about blue-green algae. Why? Because blue-green algae we will study in second chapter. So because this blue-green algae, which is known as cyanobacteria. Okay. So in this, nuclear membrane is absent. Nuclear membrane is absent. Okay. So whatever, whichever nuclear membrane is absent, okay, Shilpa asked that question. So what about blue green algae? So wherever nuclear membrane is absent, so that organism they are classified under Monera, okay. So when nuclear membrane is absent, it is considered as prokaryote, okay. So this will be considered as prokaryote without nuclear membrane, okay. So cyanobacteria is considered under Monera, okay. So prokaryote that will be put into Monera, okay. So Monera has bacteria. So I will give you all the example now, so better avoid confusion, okay. Monera includes bacteria, cyanobacteria, okay. Then third one, Archaebacteria, Archaebacteria, okay. So Archaebacteria is nothing but which lives in 100 degree Celsius. So wherever 100 degrees Celsius, this temperature is present, so there it can survive. Okay, so that is character of Archaebacteria. Then Mycoplasma, Mycoplasma. Okay, so all these are considered under Monera. And what is Monera? All the prokaryotes are considered under Monera. Okay. So whatever prokaryote organism is there, so that will be put into a separate classification which is called as Monera. Okay. So there you have bacteria, cyanobacteria, archaebacteria, and mycoplasma. Okay. So bacteria already you know. Then cyanobacteria. So that you'll study. Algae fixes carbon dioxide in earth. Yeah, correct. Okay. So archaebacteria, then mycoplasma. But here we are studying about kingdom. I told you, no, it is all about kingdom Plantae. So whatever we are studying, it is of kingdom Plantae, which has, and most peculiar character of kingdom Plantae is they have chlorophyll. They can synthesize their own food. So only those organisms which can synthesize their own food. Okay, so that we are studying in this chapter. Actinomyces belongs to fungi. Okay, so in this chapter, it's only about kingdom Plantae. Okay, which has chlorophyll. So Plantae, algae will come, then bryophytes will come, then pteridophytes will come, then gymnosperm will come, then angiosperm will come. Only these five we will be learning in this chapter: algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperm, and angiosperm. Okay, yeah. Okay, so three types: green algae, brown algae, and red algae. Okay, so I think less than 1 minute is remaining. Okay, so green algae is known as Chlorophyceae. So pigment which is present in this are, okay, pigment, chlorophyll pigment. So chlorophyll comes in different types. Okay,